Well, uh, you know what? Would you let me examine you? You don't look well to me.
Sounds good. Do what you want as long as I don't freeze to death.
Thank God James is not here because I don't know my shit. like all this medic shit. So let's just say he starts to examine you and just like look at your limbs
I know about
one at a
medical
time.
shit. What questions you got?
Well, I'm just gonna leave it up to your theater of the mind, but he's basically examining you and making the right steps, and
Before he
then
does that, I shred all my clothes with no humility. I just get naked.
okay,
I say, "Look at me."
and then he kind of like freezes for a second, but then he kind of like shakes off his awkwardness and he says, "Yes," and then he properly examines you and then he says, "All right, no signs of anything bad. You just need to get get warm.
What do you mean by bad?
No long-term conditions of anything that you will suffer from.
All right,
You just need to get warm."
I check him a gold coin and say thanks.
And then he says, "That much is appreciated. Thank you. Um, you can take one of the robes I have upstairs. I will bring it down, and you may take a seat in one of the rooms here. It's meant for patients who are getting some form of operation or treatment, but I suppose it would have to do than these chairs outside here."
I appreciate it. And I throw him another gold coin.
He kind of nods in a thankful way, and then he goes upstairs to grab the robe and everything to try to help you keep warm.
All right, am I good now?
Yeah, you're good. Okay, what about everyone else? So basically, like, yeah, Relin, you hear all kinds of crazy loud ruckus going around, like all the tables and chairs like shifting about, making lots and lots of noise. You can barely even see past the window, even once you like wipe the window pane. There's just a lot of blizzard and snow going on.
Um, how do I feel?
How do you feel?
Yeah.
Uh, you layered up and all that stuff, right? So right now you're feeling mildly cold inside. And even in fact, even inside, you guys can actually see your foggy breaths into the air.
Yeah,
That's just how cold it is.
yeah, but I have the cold resistance, right?
Oh yeah, yes, the fair point. Um, while there is the foggy breath and stuff, you're feeling like it's normal enough, but you do feel a slight chill.
Slight chill. Okay. All right. Um, but I imagine like everybody's just like shut in for until this blizzard turns over. So there's not much point in going outside.
Mhm.
Um, I go to the innkeeper like, how often does this happen?
Okay, the innkeeper looks at you and she says, "It it doesn't happen that often back in the day, but I feel it's happening a lot more now."
How long do they usually last?
Well, it depends. Some of them are quite terrible and they last almost an entire day, but some of them only take a few minutes until they pass by. Judging this, it looks like it might take an hour or two more.
Hmm. Okay. I guess we wait it out. And then I go to Hargrave. I say, Hargrave, it's we it feels like we just met. Tell me more about yourself.
No, the worst question.
Tell me a fun fact about yourself.
Tell me a
The
joke.
worst, the worst, the worst question ever. Give me a fun fact about yourself.
Uh,
Price breakers.
I always say I'm ambidextrous, even though it's not true.
That's so fucking troll. Oh my god. The worst part is it actually works too.
Yeah, prove me wrong, bitch. Confront me, I dare you.
Like, what was your childhood like?
That's so much worse.
Oh, absolutely. Tell me everything.
It all started when I was born.
Okay, okay.
Here we go.
Here we go.
So, I was raised by what I thought were good people. I was raised to be a pillar of justice. Taught to save those who could not defend themselves. But it turned out that it was all a lie.
What were they really doing?
Under the guise of protecting the innocent, really they were sacrificing them to demons for more power.
Demons. Sounds. What what religion did you worship?
How do I answer that?
You can make shit up, David.
How do I reach these
You
kids?
do what I always do, make shit up until it makes sense.
Well, I'm gonna start converting people to worship the cave.
You can try.
They won't know what the fuck I'm talking about is the issue.
I'll just say, wasn't so much of religion, but just rules that we were meant to follow.
I see. And where are you from? All the expletive questions.
Bother with these things in the story.
Dude, you're like interrogating.
Absolutely.
I didn't do it. I'm innocent.
There you go. Okay, so you say you're from
From downtown.
down Albany.
Crazy. Downtown what?
Well, I'm from downtown. I haven't heard this expression at all. Oh no, it's an Albany expression. So, okay, interesting.
I'd say I'm somewhere far away.
Well, I was far away for a long time.
And then I was close.
And then I was close. Okay. What all right. On a lighter mood, what was your favorite food growing up? Here it is.
Pineapple pizza. No, I'm kidding.
Pineapple pizza.
Let's eject this guy from the party.
You will not survive the winter.
Oh.
Easy.
Not even close.
Why is it so big?
Why was it so big?
Surely, there was food that you liked to eat.
I say there probably was. I don't much remember the good times of old.
I know what that's like.
What is this even? Bunch of haters.
I chime in and I say, "What was your favorite subject in school?"
Oh my god.
Yes. Yes.
So you guys see a couple of NPCs step in,
Oh shit.
and then they just start eating.
Yo, it's forever.
No face.
I say, shut in on the on the blizzard too.
Are you saying that to both of them, or like one
Yeah.
of them in particular?
To both of them.
Yeah. So the. Oh wait, he needs to actually have his name like visible. Hold up. How do I make it visible? The fuck. It's been so long since I touched this shit. Give me a second.
I go so-
Yeah, there we go. So Reagan, he responds to you. He says, "Yeah, it's quite cold. It's even colder upstairs. That's why I decided it's better to go down here."
yes, it is quite chilly. Oh wait. I go up to the fireplace and I turn up I turn on I set a fire on the fireplace.
Okay, you set it on, and you guys are feeling a lot warmer.
There we go. Why did we do this? Oh, back them ago.
Yeah, so you do that, and then Reagan says, "Ah, right. Something so simple.
I didn't think about it because my armor keeps me warm.
Ah, that makes sense. I've just been lost in thought, but you guys have been out for a while. Um, what exactly happened?"
Oh, we were stuck in a cave for quite some time fighting undead. We found the source of the undead spawning in this town.
All right, I've heard about that from the priest of the town. I'm glad you guys made it out alive. I've heard a few people have died trying to find it, let alone killing it. That's a tall feat, I'd say.
We had to like double back because there's so many of them. There's even this one that was there was even this one special undead that was hiding under the water. They would
Was
suck
that-
your strength dry.
Oh, is that one bitch?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We know.
You know.
She would suck your strength. How would that work?
She'd put her lips on you and then suddenly like you just couldn't you couldn't move and your armor starts to feel heavy and the things you normally could do just starts to dwindle fast. If it wasn't for my ability to change forms, I don't think I'd be standing here today.
Goodness. Well, I'm glad you're all alive. And just hearing all of that, well, I know it's a little selfish of me to assume that you guys will help one day, but I do feel more confident in you that you'd actually be able to take on those vampires in my mansion.
Oh yeah, the vampires. Tell us about the vampires again.
Well, when it first started, there was just one that went to to talk to us. We didn't even know he was a vampire yet. He simply lied to us and took on the guise of a noble family in a different parts of Everspire. Once he got to know the layout, the next time he showed up, well, he came with some friends.
I see.
They attacked in places you would not expect, crawling around the walls, ambushing you and whatnot. I'd say my father, if it weren't for him, I don't think I would be alive. He sacrificed himself, along with a lot of members of my family. Gone. Dead.
Damn, that must have been hard. I go, that's that's not easy. Losing, losing family.
It is not, but I've come to terms with it, and it's not like everyone else in this town has also lost their families. I mean, they have, after all.
And which direction was the vampires again?
It's quite far out from town, but if you head to the east far enough, you'll eventually run into it.
I see. Very well.
Does my guy notice anything worth of value in this room?
Anything worth of value. You just see mundane and ordinary items for a doctor. Nothing like crazy magical, and nothing that would really benefit a druid per se. But
Gotcha.
it's just generic medical equipment.
Fair enough.
Okay. So, and then he says, and just so you know, I have seen the lead vampire fight my father. And all I can tell you is that he has a knack for magic, and he also can fight with his sword. But be careful. Especially if he grabs a hold of you. It's hard to break out.
Not unlike the that undead in the water. I'm sure there's some similarities to undead and a vampire.
One thing is skeletons, zombies, they do not think other than to follow commands mindlessly rather. But these vampires, they have a mind of their own and they don't play fair. They will try everything in their power to try to surprise you from a corner you haven't seen. I would be careful with them. I would not hesitate to play unfairly with them either. Vile beings.
I'll keep this I'll keep this tip in mind.
I will say, at least from what my father has experienced, if you strike in the middle of the day when they are typically asleep, they're usually in their coffins and you can get the upper hand. So as long as you don't make too much noise. Should you come at night, they will be awake, they will be ready. But it's not just them. They tend to bring other undead creatures with them. Certain defenses. It can be all kinds of things. Animated objects of all kinds, sentient with their own commands that they've been given. I would be careful with such things. Do not just watch out for the vampires, but the things that they set up in their mansion as well.
Okay. I'll keep an eye out.
That's all I got from what my father has told me. I hope it serves you well on your quest.
Okay. Anybody want to do anything?
We're just waiting at the storm.
Yeah. Isn't Freva your friend, Owen?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's your homie.
yeah.
Like how
Talk to her.
no one like even questions Werfu's sorriness. They're like, fuck.
Okay, we have this weird feeling that he's fine. Alright, Okay,
So,
I go with
Sorelin.
the-
Yeah.
yeah.
Let's just pretend like while Ashton and Reagan were talking,
Yeah.
Freva has actually been looking at you and kind of doing a playful smile and kind of nudging her or tilting her head towards the chair on the other side of her table.
Unfortunately, it is blocked.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I gotcha.
The
What?
path.
Wait, hold on. Let me check the walls. Is there's oh my god, there's a bunch of stupid walls here. Let me delete them. Delete,
Delete.
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 I like how 2% of our D&D campaign is just Mark deleting walls.
Okay. Well, yeah. I mean, some of these map makers they went overkill on the walls. Like, why would
For
you make a
sure.
table a wall? You can literally fucking walk on the table, bro. Okay. Anyways, Freva looks over to you and she says, "It's been a while, darling. How have you been?"
I have been getting stronger, I feel. The Undead King is inside of me, and he seeks revenge as well.
Could you tell me a little more about that? I've been doing some research of my own, sending some friends to talk with the undead, and getting some information back as well. Although this place, Everspire, is infested with undead, the fact that I can talk to them proved very useful. I found out a few things, but I'd like to hear your side first. Tell me, what have you found about this king that's inside of you?
It seems as if he used to command a great army, but now, made undead, another half of him has been split off and is being controlled by pain. Well, I've been told that I must kill him in order to restore his other half. But even if that were not to be so, I would kill him anyway. He is evil made incarnate, and this world will be a better place without him. And the king will help me.
So, you say that this king, he split into two halves. But what would happen when they come back together, you think?
Raylan makes kind of a confused face as she says, "You know, I hadn't really thought that far. I guess I've just been living my life day to day. All this death around me. Well, It really makes me feel like I'm living in the present. I don't know what would happen. Maybe I would get stronger, or maybe he would consume me completely. Do you know what would happen?
Well, I certainly do not know. But I would be careful, darling. I would not just go off of what this ghost has been telling you. You see, let's take a look at it this way. Are you saying that the half that you're with, he says he's a good person, and then the other half is a bad person? Is that correct?
Yes. That's how it is.
Well, perhaps the one half that's working with you is nice to you and does not try to take over, because simply all that's left is the good in him. But say this person finally becomes whole, complete. Well, there's no guarantee that they'll be evil per se, but we can't guarantee that they'll be good to you still. Isn't that right?
Hmm. Well, I suppose not. But by then, Lord Payne will be dead, right? And
Right.
his death will fuel my strength.
Well, that may be true, darling. I have a feeling this Lord Ottomon, King Ottomon, whatever he calls himself, I feel he has some kind of grand plan going on, and that even Lord Payne doesn't know what may be happening. Perhaps he's enticing him with some form of promise. I mean, everyone in this town has been telling me about how he used to make more sense, and now he's been making all kinds of crazy decisions. He has the bad half after all, and I'm sure it's trying to take over him and control him, consume him to the very edges of his soul. What do you think about that?
Hmm. I think that it doesn't really matter. If he's done bad things, that makes him a bad person. And if he's a bad person, then he has to die. That is just the way of things, right?
Damn
In this
right.
world, it's kill or be killed. My
I
parents learned
understand,
that the hard way.
but what I am saying here is do not completely trust this good side of the king. As good as that side is, we don't know who you're really talking to by the time he's complete. You must have your guard up. I say you talk to him and really confront him. What will happen? Would he even have the answers for you right now? I wonder.
Hmm. That is true. If he becomes whole and turns out to be another evil being, then I will have to kill him too. But don't worry. Already I think that Atuman is kind of sus. I don't say sus, I say suspicious.
Suspect.
Alright. And then she says, right. Then
But there's no point judging people by their intentions, only their actions. If he proves himself to be evil, then I will kill him. And if he proves himself to be good, then I will not. I'm glad that things are so simple.
I would say I would be more concerned about how much control you have over him than he has over you.
Hmm.
That is
Hmm.
something I would keep a goal of throughout this.
I'll admit I have changed quite drastically in this journey, but in reality, I feel like I've only awakened to who I truly was underneath. Growing up, I always felt weak, but now that I have power, I feel so much more alive. I am the one who decides the fate of others, whether they live or die. And it feels good. It feels so good.
I would say that I hope that is you that is talking, and not a part of him that is taking over you. Darling, you have many loved ones around you that follow you in these adventures. I suggest if they say things to you that you are changing in ways that are not expected, that you listen to them.
Oh, that is wise advice. But don't worry, my companions are completely supportive of my ways. In fact, some of them really encourage it. I don't think I would be the way I am now without them. It is true that at first I was unsure whether it was right for me to inflict the judgment of death upon others, but now I am certain. So long as they're evil, they must die. And thus this world will become good.
Yo, you must be like lawful good, right, Relon?
Of course.
And I say to Relin, now. While I do tend to agree that violence is the answer to a lot of issues, it's not the be all and end all of the world.
Hmm?
See, much like this king you say you have residing within you, I know a similar figure, the king of the orcs, the ones that waged war on my homelands, my people, my brethren. You see, at the beginning, he only controlled orcs, but he acted good and benevolent. His intentions seemed great towards the other lesser races, the ogres, the goblins, hobgoblins. But he was much more sinister than that. He used that as a guise to get them under his thumb. He turned them into slaves to do his bidding. And that's an awful lot like that king you have inside of you. Now, you're a sweet girl, Relin. I can see that insidious nature growing inside of you.
Oh, I'm glad you have shared this with me, Podunpak. Hmm. Perhaps I should be a bit more cautious. But at the same time, if this king turns out to be evil, don't we simply kill him?
I say certainly. I'll always have your back, through thick and thin. But the road to get there can be troublesome. So, I'd just be wary and remember, we're all here to guide you along the way.
I will leave this judgment to your companions and you. Now, darling, I suppose you want to know what I've been up to. What I've been looking into and the things I've found out, yes?
Yes, do tell.
While most of the undead were simply unintelligible, there were a few that spoke in riddles that I had to decipher. Now, there's not too much that I could figure out. In all honesty, it's some form of legends and fairy tales of back in the day, but I do think that such tales, they hold some truth to them. They had to mean something to the people back then, that it formed to be such a story. But I will not bother telling you some fairy tales one at a time. I will tell you the summary of it. What I found is, while there were many tales of King Ottomon, he was referred to with two different names. We hear often the term Dark Lord Ottomon and King Ottomon. Whenever the Dark Lord was mentioned in these tales, these scriptures that I've read over, it always spoke of a treacherous, tyrannical ruler who sacrificed everything in order to achieve his goals. And to what his goals were, it always spoke of some beast that seems formidable. As for what it is, I'm not quite so sure. Now, for King Ottomon himself, though, I always heard tales of some benevolent ruler, one who was always compassionate and listened to his followers. I was also told that this land was once green and full of nature. All kinds of flowers in about. Beautiful. It made me wonder how this place looked back in the day. You would think that these two people were the same person, but it indeed is. One could only imagine what kind of things happened to him that could cause such a trigger. That I do not know. That and this beast that he had to be so obsessed about. I have a feeling that is tied to what makes this place so desolate and full of snow.
I see. Thank you for sharing this with me, Freva. I don't know what to think. Perhaps these are represented by the good and bad sides of him, and me and Lord Payne. Though this beast is curious, I wonder if we shall encounter it on our journey.
Well, if there's anyone to know, please tell me about them as well. Has your friend, Ottomon, told you anything about someone who might?
Last time I spoke with him, he told me about the General Rogan, though I
Hmm.
do not know if this has to do with what you speak of. Apparently, he and Lord Payne had split ways, but when we encountered him, he seemed quite eager to kill us anyway.
Hmm. From the sounds of it, there was all kinds of greed and fights for power in this area. Could he be competing with Lord Payne in some way?
That would seem likely. He has his own army as well.
Right.
Regardless, I think next time I see him, I will kill him.
Well, do try to get some information out of him first.
Oh, right. I'll do that before I kill him.
Can my guy make a survival check to try to go back to the hotel?
Okay, yeah, sure. You can try again.
He's bored.
Okay, yeah.
I give myself guidance.
Okay.
Did same roll? No, slightly worse.
Damn.
Okay. You go outside, and your instincts tell you you're not gonna last long.
I say fuck it, and I go anyways.
Don't listen to your instincts.
Yeah, fuck my instincts. I take
Okay.
whatever damage or conditions I get and push through.
Okay, so you try to push through, and you have, at this point, 2 levels of exhaustion.
Alright, how do I add that? Is that under conditions?
Yes, it is under conditions.
What does exhaustion 2 do?
Here, I have to look it up. It was,
Yeah, it's like additive, by the way. So you have both exhaustion 1 and exhaustion 2
Okay.
effects.
yeah. Your speed is halved at this point.
Okay, I keep pushing.
Are you sure?
100% positive.
Okay, at this point, as you push through this blizzard, you're going to your 3rd level of exhaustion.
Do I make it any further though?
You can still try, but I will warn you, if you get to your 6th level of exhaustion,
I still got 3
you're
levels.
dead. And also, when you hit 5th level exhaustion, your speed is reduced to 0.
I still got 3 levels before I get to 5th level of exhaustion. Do I need to roll another survival check?
You would have to roll a survival check, yes.
Easy. Why did I have advantage?
You
Or
have disadvantage.
Oh, I didn't know that. I give myself guidance.
Okay.
Bro, are we gonna watch Visarion die without us even being there?
Okay. Well, that was lower than 10.
That is
So,
true.
at this point, you can go 30 more feet, but that's another level of exhaustion.
Keep pushing.
So now you have disadvantage on attack rolls and saving throws.
That's
The next level is going to be your hit points are halved.
Dude, I got
Are
so
you-
many hit points, it's fine.
Guys,
Roll
guys,
dice.
suicide.
I like how this isn't even for anything pressing. It's just he just wants to see the conversation.
Do I need to roll another survival check?
To go another 30 feet, I would say so, but you also see that there is some.
I give myself advantage. Or guidance.
Guidance. Okay.
I wish I could just give myself advantage.
Wait, come. I don't want you to die here. What the heck? Dude, this blizzard doesn't fuck around.
He said he was 100% positive.
Oh, okay.
100%.
Alright.
I moved 30 more feet.
Alright, so. Okay. You moved 30 more. Alright. You would have to roll another survival check
Dude,
to
it's
do
so
another
easy.
30 feet.
I give myself guidance.
That was almost another one.
Okay.
How far are you? You Christ.
He's on like the southern side of the map originally.
God, dude.
Alright,
Wait, I
you will
to
need to
roll
roll
another
another one.
Right,
Yes.
easy. This is gonna be easy. Wish me luck, guys. I give myself guidance.
Okay. What would you do if you had hit 5th level, bro? Okay,
I-
okay. Alright,
Easy.
alright, So,
on the floor.
you guys... okay, so you guys hear the door open, and you just... A gust of massive blizzard air just like flows in.
I leave the door open and just fall on the floor.
Yeah. So if it actually snubs the fire, that's how strong the winds are, and it's just blowing into your face. You see that the innkeep is actually trying to go against the door, but she actually like falls on over behind the desk. Potent Pack, make an athletics check to make it to the
This
door.
is easy.
This is so easy. This is the easiest roll of your life.
What did I say?
Okay, all right.
Easy.
So you
Yo,
close the
what
door.
the heck's such a Chad?
You close the door as you stand above Fusarium, who is collapsed onto the floor, full of bruises and cuts from the cold, and you see like he looks quite pale and icy.
Paler than usual.
I say, Fusarium. Can you hear me?
Am I awake at all, or am I just like shitty and like on the floor? Not
Let's
feeling
just say you're unconscious for
well?
now.
Alright, then I say nothing.
Okay, I immediately look outside for attackers.
Good
Right.
idea.
You look
True.
outside and you see nothing but the blizzard and snow.
Okay, I say to the others, it must have been a grave emergency for him to make it all this way through the blizzard. Something must have happened.
You're right.
I say, it's those damn greenskins. They got him.
I should have known. While we were spending time talking, there was more evil outside. Out there doing evil things in the world.
Well, I can't go
Maybe
out.
we should make our way to the shed.
I
Dude,
say, good idea. Let's fight these demons of gold.
oh
Right.
my god.
You're right.
No, please.
Wait. I go to the innkeeper. I'm like, our friend is gravely injured. Can he at least lie down on this couch?
You know what? He can use one of the free rooms. I with this blizzard, I would feel terrible to have to charge him.
I
And
actually.
you guys can also stay one more night if you need.
Yo, Poggers.
Oh, this guy's gonna need like 24 hours of rest to get his exhaustion out.
Oh yeah. How long? Yeah, how long does it take to get rid of?
A long rest,
Nah,
right?
if I
One
get
long
down to-
rest is one exhaustion
If we
gone.
get to 2 or 1, then we're good. If we could get to 1, that'd be pog. So my speed isn't half, but I don't give a shit about my ability checks. Don't worry about me, guys. I'll be careful.
You say that and you'll get like fucking burned by something.
Dude, says you
Anyone
who
knows
just went through this
Fusarium,
shit.
they know that he's careful and doesn't take on what he can't handle.
Alright, okay, okay, I respect it.
Also, I'm a giant troll, so don't listen to me.
All right.
Well, I say,
Oh my, he's quite cold to the touch. We should bring him back to the fireplace.
then I light a fire with my tinderbox.
I pick up Totem Pack. And I throw a Totem Pack onto the couch.
Excuse me?
I chuck Totem Pack onto the chair, and then I pick up Usario.
What? I can test this.
Okay. You try to contest me, and then I just stop and I just pick up Usario.
Did you fucking misclick?
And I say,
Yeah.
what kind of games are you trying to play here?
Like I'm just trying to get to Fusarium as fast as possible. I
Go
can-
trade 10
I
gold
said-
from me and toss it at the bitch so I can get advantage. That's long.
well,
lost, never
I
mind.
can't
Well-
metagame.
While all this stuff is happening, you see that the
But-
two NPCs. Trevor just says, "Well, it's gotten quite cold over here, so I think I'll go back upstairs." And then she just goes upstairs, and then
Wait,
Reagan says,
wait,
"Yeah, I think I need some sleep."
wait, but isn't it colder upstairs?
Well,
No,
it's
dude,
colder now over
That's
here.
True.
Feet
Yeah.
raises.
That's true. All right.
That's what I
Like-
say to.
Okay,
to,
well I say, can we bring him by the fire?
I say I would if Ashton wasn't trying to grab me. I take Fusarium.
Well, I say like Fusarium's like no, I said don't touch him. He's far too cold, but I can pick him up.
Yo, Mark, would you be willing to make a bet?
What?
If I roll a 1d2 and get a 1, can I go to level 1 exhaustion? And if I go to I roll the 1d2 and I roll a 2, I go to 5th exhaustion if I drink all my alcohol. Yeah,
Bruh,
I'm just gonna ask.
bruh.
I'm going to respect the rules as written. So I'm just gonna.
You're
I'm
just
gonna
trying
go
to
and-
save me from myself. I get it.
Oh, not the rule of cool. How dare you?
It's fine, don't worry about it.
It's
So
okay.
am I
If I was the
moving over
DM, I
to-
also would not let you.
I
do
think
that.
the rule of cool is cool and all, but not here.
Fair enough, you're the boss.
I guess this is a little too cool. I'll probably
Alright,
use
I-
it with it down.
I Mufasa like chuck him into the fire. No.
What, you're gonna put him in the fire?
Well, the fire's turned off right now.
No, I
No,
literally.
no, he lit
Oh,
it. He lit
oh,
it.
okay.
Alright, how
Okay,
much does
okay.
fire damage do?
Wait. Do you redact your statement?
No, no, no,
Stream?
no, no.
Yeah,
It's too late.
no,
It's too
no,
late.
well, it's under the assumption that it's not lit.
Alright, fair enough.
Okay, so what do you do instead, Ashton?
Just put him next to it.
Next to it? Okay.
Yeah, and then I take out my extra pair of blankets. I wrap myself in it. But no, I put it. No, I put it on top. I say get out of the way, and I wrap Fusarium in the blankets.
Okay, and then I sit on top of him.
Alright, what happens, Mark?
Okay. So, do you guys just rest some more?
I think we just like wait around to see if he gets conscious.
There's a fucking blizzard.
Oh,
How long do we
okay.
wait?
Yeah. Okay. So,
Do we wait 8 hours?
I'd
or-
say yeah. After like 8 hours, he's conscious again. And he loses 1 level of exhaustion.
8 hours.
Yo.
Am I unconscious? Am I conscious now?
Yes, you're conscious now.
I wake up and say, "It's fucking cold out."
So yeah, what happened, Fusarium?
Mm,
Yes, who attacked you?
no one attacked me. What's up with you?
What?
All right, so we disband the party.
I put a shoulder on the street. I put my hand on the street's shoulder. And I give him 1 gold.
No, I don't take the well. Okay. So I take the gold and I say, give me a hot pot.
Dude, hot pot. What's a hot pot?
No. I asked the innkeeper. I'm like, the chef, got any hot soups?
Of course, she's in the other side.
All right. Do I pay here or do I pay over there?
You could just pay here.
Alright.
That'll be fine. Just tell her you paid me.
All right. Hot soups.
Yo, we
Right,
can
man.
Forget to give yourself a gold.
Oh, I put the gold towards hot soup.
Alright, how much does hot soup cost?
Yeah. How much more
The food is just 1 gold per
Alright, there
person.
you go.
per person?
You
Okay,
got a
yeah,
free meal.
there you
For being a bro and saving me.
go. I say hot soup.
And I have been subtracting these golds, so I've been keeping track.
Okay, sounds good. All right, Abby looks at you and then she says, "Right, you are. Okay. It'll be ready in a few minutes."
Go. Let's hang out here and chat, guys.
Yeah, we need to ask Hargrave some more
I-
questions.
yeah, I asked Hargrave. Hey, I like your armor. Where'd you get it? But he was dead, and I stole his armor.
David,
Just
are you
kidding.
there?
Yes.
This
Um,
guy
Music
just
too
asked you.
loud.
But my
music
guy
too loud.
doesn't know like you've been interrogated for the last like 45 minutes either.
Well, actually, that
Well,
was 8 hours ago. So it
8
should-
hours ago
Hours
now.
ago.
That was 8 hours ago. But still.
so now it's time to do it again.
What
Yeah.
did you just
he's-
ask?
I asked where you got your armor, and I said it was pretty pog.
Armor. Oh, Poggers Champions.
You got it from the Poggers Champions.
I understood that reference.
My armor has been. I've had this since I was younger, before I was betrayed. And since then I have adorned it with trophies from demons I've killed over the years.
Wait, how old are you?
Old enough. Maybe too old.
Did your armor did you outgrow your armor? Or?
Yeah. That must have been hard to wear as a child.
Never said it was when I was a child.
Fair enough. I got my armor from a drow I killed in the Underdark.
Why are you
So-
named Hargrave?
Why am I named Hargrave?
My name
Great
is
question.
Fusarium. I was named after cave mold.
What?
Yeah, Fusarium is
What?
a type of mold, by the way.
It's like an actual mold.
Yeah, it's actually mold.
Mm.
Oh, that must be why you're so crusty.
I am proud of my crustiness.
I use the name Hargrave in order to remind the people about what happened at the cemetery. Wait, was it a cemetery?
There's a town.
It was a town? Yeah. There was a town called Hargrave where a devastating tragedy took place. They tried to cover it up. So I used that town's name so that people will remember what happened.
I will always remember.
Who's trading me?
Me!
Who's
Except
trading me?
me!
Why?
Because I'm a friend.
Why? What is this?
Alright, I don't have to be a friend.
What is this?
Just take
You're the one who's like dying. Why are you giving me stuff?
Because my guy's friendly.
He's trying to build
Okay.
influence.
Exactly. Just take it. There
Wow,
you go,
so
bro.
your name actually
Fish.
carries a lot
I
of weight.
just slyly give you a ration.
Okay.
Then I leave.
Yeah.
Hargrave, how much do you weigh?
Alright.
Do we have a measuring scale in this universe?
Yo, is your guys perceptive enough? You could probably try to lift them and figure it out.
Interesting.
I tried to
Uh-huh.
lift him up with my mage hand. Presumably, it fails.
Doesn't mage
What are
hand
you
only lift like
doing?
10 pounds?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
I'm
start
above 10
lifting
pounds.
them up. Yep. You start lifting it up, Hargrave.
Wait, I can lift them up with my mage
No,
hand.
I'm joking.
I weigh 5 pounds.
Yeah,
Abilities.
it's more than 10 pounds. Okay, I
Just-
say
Well, at least you are more than 10 pounds. That means you must be healthy.
Hmm.
Some of the children in my village did not ever get past 10 pounds before they passed.
I can believe that
The hell?
with the winters as harsh as they are.
Yes.
Any chance we could take a 10-minute break after this? I gotta go do something.
yeah, go ahead.
Okay,
We could
I'll
take
be-
it here, except for anyone who wants to keep RPing.
Alright.
I'll be
Okay.
back.
I'm waiting for that hot soup. Hot soup.
Sanjo Gahara.
All right, let's just say you have the hot soup now. Like she
alright.
brings it to your table,
Hmm.
puts it
Alright.
down.
Cool. So like after I hear that, sorry, I'm just came over because he was bored. I'm just gonna make large slurping noises on the hot soup.
Bruh. He's just tilted. All right, 10-minute break, boys.
Alright.
Time to wash my Dorito hand.